Quarantining half by myself and half with my three boys. They're aged 12, 10, and 8. They're with me half the time. They're out of school, like a lot of kids are these days. So it's been a real different experience to have them around all the time. Well, just to follow up on the last question, I think the best part's been spending time with my family. Normally, when I'm going into the office in the regular pre-COVID routine, I'm rushing out in the morning, I'm rushing back at night. And being at home all the time has really given me the opportunity to spend a lot of time with my kids. We have a great routine where they do work on their own in the morning, and so do I. And then we get out in the afternoon for some exercise and enjoy the good weather. And then we hang out a bit at night. And so I think the time saved from commuting and just being around all day has given me a lot of extra family time, which has been awesome. I haven't really learned any new hobbies. I've always played a bit of guitar, so the extra time I've had, I've been sort of playing around with that and listening to music. But believe it or not, it's been pretty busy just with work and the usual routine that I haven't had a lot of extra time for new hobbies. Just reading medical records for work. That's it. I think some real positives have come out of this, and I think more than anything, the ability to connect and meet with people online using virtual meetings and so on, which I think we did a little bit before, but no one really embraced as fully as we do now. And having now been forced into using it on a regular basis for things like pre-trials. I had an appeal at the Court of Appeal last week, which we did through Zoom with the three Court of Appeal justices connecting through either their home offices or their workplace offices, as well as the lawyers and clients all watching the appeal unfold on Zoom. And I don't think that ever would have happened in the old world. So I think the fact that it's happening and it seems to be working has opened up a lot of doors, which may mean that certain travel time won't be wasted unless it's absolutely necessary. That being said, I do miss parts of how we used to do things. I find face-to-face interaction really important, particularly during certain parts of what we do. And I hope that despite the advantages that we've all learned and gained from working from home and adapting to that, I hope we don't give up on what we used to have, which I think is important. I think it's just balancing how you think about your time. I mean, we're all at home. A lot of us are in our sweatpants. Our routines have changed in terms of when we decide to have a shower to when we decide to eat breakfast to how we spend our afternoons. Do we go grocery shopping or do we do work? So your work-life balance blends into one. And I think learning how to be productive as an employee, as a worker, as a partner, as a lawyer, while also managing your household responsibilities like grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning and paying bills and so on, and socializing with family and friends, how you can balance that. And I think the real difference is, rather than having such an obvious start and end time, like from 9 to 5 you're working and all times around it's your free time, it all kind of mixes into one. And so that might mean you work a little bit earlier or you work a little bit later, but during the day you take off for some personal things. So I think finding that balance has probably been the most challenging thing. And honestly, for the first probably 6 to 8 weeks, it was quite hard. But now I feel like I've found my balance and it works well. I binge watched a show called Red Oaks, which is on Prime, and it's a TV show about a country club in the 1980s, and it centers around a tennis pro. So it was kind of nostalgic for me to see all the fashion and the music and the sort of sensibilities of the 80s in a country club. It's a cool show. Probably just beer, man.